Hey guys, Nicole here with your weekly coaching tip that will elevate, energize, and empower you in life. This week, I want to talk about how to conquer your fears. I love talking about fear, mostly because we all have fears that are holding us back in life, but also because on the other side of fear, that's where your greatest opportunity for growth lies. It's usually things that you are afraid to do that you should do. Do you know that Julia Roberts was afraid of public speaking and Walt Disney was afraid of mice? Wild, right? Truly crazy things can happen when you lean into your fears. But I get it, it's not easy to do. So I'm going to share a couple of little tricks that will help you to not only lean in, but to conquer your fears. So, when you are afraid, it actually triggers a reaction in your body. So, what do? You may get sweaty palms. Your face might flush. You may twirl your hair. You may get jittery. But what you really do is you kind of hold your breath. When we're afraid, we hold our breath first. And this triggers a reaction in our nervous system, which sends us into almost a fight or flight. But we have a 90-second window between when something happens to your body and when your mind catches up. So fear actually hits your body first. And then you have this lapse of time where you can get ahead of it before your mind sends you into this downward spiral of talking yourself out of whatever it is that you're going to do, overanalyzing, and kind of just letting the flushed face turn to sweaty palms and everything else, okay? So, how do we do this? I want you to start paying closer attention to what happens in your body when you feel an edge or when you start to feel afraid. What is the first thing that happens to you? For me, I notice that my face flushes a little bit. It might be that your heart starts to race. You might get a little pit in your stomach. What is the first thing that happens? This is your trigger. Once you identify your trigger, you then can go into course correct. So basically, as soon as I start to notice my face feel a little red or warm, what I do is I pause. And you have 90 seconds. And I want you to breathe. Literally just breathe. Try to breathe normally. When you hold your breath or you don't breathe normally, it sparks that nervous system, that anxiousness, that everything that spirals from there. So breathe. And then in that 90 seconds, you have a chance to tell your mind how to react to what's happening. So for me, I tell myself I'm excited. The only difference between fear and excitement is that when you are afraid, you hold your breath, and when you're excited, you breathe. So when I start if I'm about to talk, give a speech, or if I'm about to push out of my comfort zone and I start to feel a little nervous, I literally pause, breathe, just breathe normally, breathe my breath, and I think in my head, I'm excited. This is going to go really well. Find a mantra, find something, but in that 90-second window, breathe, reground yourself, connect, and shift your perspective. Tell yourself you're excited. Test it out and let me know how it goes. Ciao.